Today, from Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, it's the NFC Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports. It's the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Green Bay Packers.
The NFL playoffs are on EA Sports, and we've got a packed house here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, as we've got a great one in store between the Green Bay Packers and the Atlanta Falcons. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round. We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Here we go with the Packer offense, guided by their decorated QB with a long list of Pro Bowls and other accolades next to his name, of course. Aaron Rodgers leading the way.
And he more than did his part in the wild card win with 3 touchdown passes. Now, he's going to get a bigger test here in round 2, but his unit is in rhythm, and they're playing as well as they have all year long. I wouldn't be surprised if this defense, though, tried to get after him early with a little extra pressure. If he can handle that, he can have another big game, though.
And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to find Equanimeous St. Brown, and it's 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. Yeah, that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. Oh, they're holding their breath right now. That's Aaron Rodgers shaken up on the play. Still down. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Fielded at about the 28. Good blocking there, and nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And they'll be led out by the guy under center, Charles, their quarterback.
And he and his team, they were the beneficiaries of a first-round bye earned by a tremendous regular season. He'd been a little bit nicked up, so he could use the rest. And I'm sure his teammates felt the exact same way. But now it'll be interesting to watch their first few drives in this one. Because sometimes getting the rest is great, but sometimes you accumulate a little bit of rust as well. Maybe they come out flat, and they can't afford that in the postseason.
Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles, gain some additional yardage.
Fights through him. Oh, and now some space to operate. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there. 29 yards. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
And now a two-point conversion attempt forthcoming. They're going to try and run. And he will get in to make it 8-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded inside. And deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And the Falcons grab it.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, now great field position. So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
The Falcons are going to leave the offense out there. They'll go for 2. They'll try and run it up the middle. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. Love from the gun. And that is incomplete. Here's J.K. Scott now, standing just outside his own goal line. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. He's going to go up top again. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. 57 yards. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Well, partner, time to start thinking about dinner plans after this one. I don't want to write them off first quarter, but my goodness, the offense clicking like this and a 4-score lead.
We are programmed to not get to that stage, right? To not think that way, but you can't help it. They look like sheer perfection right now with those 4 scores this early. Let's see if they can keep it up, and let's see if there's any way possible they can be slowed down.
Yeah, right now, I don't see any signs of them being slowed down. And they are 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage. Now this is where field awareness comes into play. He's getting perilously close to his own goal line, and after that sack, backed up to his own 2.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. And taken at the 46.
Yeah, it's on.
And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. A 54-yard punt return there as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Oh, the punt return, one of the most exciting plays in football.
And it comes from guys of all shapes, sizes, and forms, doesn't it? You never know what you're going to get in a punt returner, but you get a guy, number 1, who's fearless. Can make the first guy miss, and then once he's off to the races, I saw you standing up and watching that play just as I was, and so was everyone else in the stadium.
And make him 4 for 4 now on 2-point conversions as he'll take this one in for the score. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays for one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Play fake. Here's Love. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, it's looking like another 3 and out here, and at some point, got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit, and we're not even at halftime.
Taken from just outside the 30. Look at the spin.
Balance.
So dangerous with a football in his hands. Call that a return of 38. The Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And they're going to start in great field position, and they've been starting in great field position in this one thanks to some great punt returns we see here.
And this is why you hear special teams coaches talk about pressing the kicking game, the area of hidden yardage. Although they actually count it, they know that if they bring the ball back big time each time, that helps out their offensive unit. And right now, they've set their group up in enemy field position.
And they'll run the option to start the drive. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to keep it here. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Powering forward, and he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a first and goal.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
This defense porous so far in this first quarter. They face another first and goal. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. The safety, Adrian Amos, comes crashing in for the sack. Second and long. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown as his guys continue to pour it on.
Well, that's what I call an answer right there. They gave up a sack on the previous play. How about what they did to finish things off, turning it right back around?
That's the response, and that O-line feels a lot better now, don't they?
Yeah, without a doubt, because give up the sack in the previous play, that just hurts those guys because they never want to see their guy get hit.
So the Falcons again going for the two-point conversion. They're going to keep it on the ground and make them 4 for 4 now on two-point conversions as he'll take this one in for the score. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded inside the 5. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Now a second down throw for Love here. Finds the open target, Arnold. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
I can't stand myself!
No.
Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
On 1st and 10, Love got his man complete over the middle. It's Arnold. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. Love going to give this one to Jones. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
He was trying to find his tight end, Dan Arnold, and it's second down. Throwing again, Love. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
So now the Packers turn things over to the special teams crew. They're on for the field goal try. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. But hold everything here. They might have hit the kicker. And if they did, that'll be a first down. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. Spinning away. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of 2 play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well. For the defensive
guy, what's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. A handoff as they run the counter play. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunity. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A big play there. 56 yards. And this offense continues to pour it on. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Here we go now as they will again try for 2. They'll try and run it here. And they're a perfect 5 for 5 now on 2-point conversions as he is in to get them 2 more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And he fields it cleanly. And he's loose again.
That's all you got.
Touchdown, Falcons. 72 yards on the punt return. And the Falcons add on.
That's the 2nd touchdown return of the game. And yes, we're only in the first quarter.
How about that for a start? So he's on pace for 8. You think he gets there?
I don't see how. But right now, he's got to like what he's getting done.
Yeah, he likes it. His team loving it. They're going to try and run. And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. This one fielded at the 5. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. On 3rd down, Love got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well. Here's Jones. He'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
That's twice now already in this first quarter that he's been able to knock a ball away.
They're going to need that from him and plenty more if they want to slow down this passing game. Thus far, though, he's been a ball magnet.
He gets this to Devontae Adams. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Here's J.K. Scott now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. This will be fielded at the 17. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, Falcons. It's the fullback. 69 yards. And the Falcons continue to pour it on. And now once again, they'll line up to go for two. Well, that one's hard to believe. Not something you see every day. A very long run for the big guy.
Normally we see his counterpart, right? The scat back, the guy with the so-called speed. But we saw a little bit of everything there, didn't we? The big, powerful man with the football. He can also stretch it out a little bit in the open field.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Let's put that team on the boat.
Second down, Love. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere.
We talk all the time about playmakers on offense, but let's face it, there are plenty of playmakers on defense, too. I think we just saw an example of one, didn't we? Not force that incompletion.
Yeah, he's a great corner. They got a couple of them on that side of the football. On is the punter, Scott, here as he gets this one away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And here now come the Falcons. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the...
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A big play there. 54 yards. And this offense is running away with this one.
As more and more up-tempo football creeps into the NFL game, some coaches don't think time of possession matters anymore. I believe we found one of them.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on 3rd. Returnable here from the 38. Oh, he nearly broke that one. As it stands, though, a heck of a 36-yard run back. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They go play action here on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. He's going to take off with it. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Their mobile, agile quarterback, 27 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot he can take off, too.
And you often hear about the quarterback being the unaccounted for guy as a runner. But even on a passing play, he's unaccounted for as a runner, and he turned it into a nice gain.
A very nice run, and it turns into 6 points. And now he'll tuck it and run. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more.
Get me! Let's go! Let's go!
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. To throw again. Love. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And they brought the pressure there just right up the gut, didn't they?
Yeah, they certainly did. And, you know, when you've got so many different responsibilities as an offensive line, you got to deal with the nose tackle, the 2 defensive tackles or ends, and then sometimes you just can't account for everyone. The linebacker slipped free.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point. Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here.
But whatever the relationship was between the special teams and the offense, it's gotten a heck of a lot closer after a return like that. The special teams just keep setting them up. The offense thinks they'll go out there and knock them down.
Atlanta prepped and readied for its next possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That's good for 28 yards. They'll try to run this one in, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A 3-yard touchdown run as his guys continue to pour it on.
The touchdown was scored by the runner. But the offensive line, they feel like it's theirs. They blocked that one up perfectly, allowed him easy access to the end zone.
Here come the Falcons now as they will again line up and go for 2. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. The Packers on 3rd down. They've been stymied left and right. Converted only 1 time. This is 3rd and 16. And the ball comes out. And can you believe it? It's a second safety in this ball game. And this defense continues to dominate. How about 2 safeties in one game here?
You don't even put that on your goal sheet. This is something that results when you're playing really well on defense and the offense has nowhere to go with the football. Dominating performance.
So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20. Fielded at the 33. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. Well, they're just having fun. I mean, they are clicking on every single cylinder, offense, defense, and here, special teams.
And how about the extension of the lead? This one felt a lot like, you remember Seattle, Denver, Super Bowl 48? Percy Harvin to start the second half. Seattle was already firmly in control. Now, they feel like they can't be caught.
Yeah, they are firmly in control right now. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Marching back onto the field now, Devontae Adams and company getting set to go. They've got to be thinking, how can we get him a little bit more involved here? Second quarter, you're down, and really, he's been out of the mix.
I would agree with that, and oftentimes you hear, well, we're just taking what the defense is giving us, but sometimes that's just not good enough. Sometimes you have to take what you want, and that means getting him the football.
Yeah, so far just a single catch in this game. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
Nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one 28 yards on the ground. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 11 yards on the pickup there. And to give this time to the tailback. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And this offense continues to pour it on. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. To Valdez-Scantling over the middle. And he stopped up short of the 1st as they tackle him down at about the 36.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. Pulled in at the 24. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's in his own second quarter, already closing in on a 100-yard game.
And that's the magic number for a running back. Anytime you get to that triple digits, that's all you're looking for. But he's got a chance to really exceed that in this one.
Yeah, he does. That's been the gold standard for a long time, hasn't it, that 100-yard mark?
It really has, and that never has to shift because it's in a game. It's a 1,000-yard mark. I'm wondering, since we've gone from 12 to 14 to 16 games, maybe we need to up that a little.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
57, Mike, 57.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. A very solid gain of 27.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got the step on him. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons add on. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good. We're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. So the Falcons again going for the 2-point conversion. They'll try and run it here. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. Now a first down carry by Jones. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Now left side on the swing pass. He'll get it to the 40. He broke a tackle there but couldn't get much further.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
The third down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
He gets this away as he'll wisely, I'd say, angle this to the sideline. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A big play on third down for the Falcons. Give him 42 yards on the ground. Fighting his way through contact. And down inside the 15 he goes. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons continue to pour it on.
Normally, this is a surprise. A quarterback scoring on a long run and not getting chased down by the defense. But the athleticism and speed of the quarterback position gets better every year.
Here we go now as they will again try for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. They add on more. A little salt in the wound. 2-point conversion makes this lead even bigger. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. Love now to pass on first down. Over the middle, complete. That's Arnold. A gain of 6 there on first.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Love now on 2nd down. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Working out of the gun. Love. And the pressure gets to him again.
My, oh my, they've had some success bringing him off the edge. How about the gambling man who's the defensive coordinator? He's not just bringing pressure. He's bringing a corner to go after the quarterback.
And it's worked twice now, twice like a charm.
And not only has that worked like a charm, he's been awfully disruptive in his usual role covering receivers. Now he's rushing the passer as well.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 5. A big-time play there for the Falcons. 75 yards.
But I think it's about time I took my eyes off of the secondary or the guys with the football. How about the offensive line on that snap? They took care of business.
Absolutely, and when he can stay in the pocket like that, you're going to get big plays like we just saw. Well, looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And the Falcons are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 1. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And that play's not going to get him in as he stopped right at about the line of scrimmage. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Boy, such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3. Do you think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they've moved the ball so well should lead you to the decision that maybe we should go for it right here. Also, as a head coach, show some confidence in your team. Let them know you think they can go get it.
And his kick is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. They took it all the way to the 1, but in the end, opt for 3.
Just doesn't sound right, does it? If you get all the way down to the 1-yard line, isn't that supposed to be a play in the end zone that culminates in a touchdown for your team?
And per usual, it felt like the guys on the sideline wanted to go ahead and go for it.
Of course they did, but of course head coach, it defers back to him, and he made the decision. Let's get 3 out of this, make sure we get some points.
They'll run on 1st down. Jones. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. But he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. That's going to be caught. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And this offense is running away with this one.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough, otherwise they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
And now once again, they'll line up to go for 2. They're going to try and run. And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. First down, Love to pass. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 7 yards to pick up there.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a first down at the Falcons' 30. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Love. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Love. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 25, the 40, the 20. 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally, and you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team.
People got the popcorn, got the remote. Let's give them a show. Here we go, G. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Love back to it here after the pick 6. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Mike 96, Mike 96.
This is Jones. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Love. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Are we on the same page here, partner? Because I think they had the right idea. Just take what you can get on 3rd and forever.
Yeah, in real life, I'd say yes. It's just these video games are tempting. You want to go downfield with it.
I like the way you evolved. You know, you've learned how to play it the Madden way.
And there he goes again.
Oh, yeah,
And
that's how we do it.
Falcons are in for the touchdown. Here come the Falcons now as they will again line up and go for 2. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is not going to get to the goal line. And for the first time here this afternoon, they are thwarted on the 2-point conversion.
Well, partner, since this new 2-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. Jordan Love ready on first down here. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
Well, the pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch. Well, I think it's back to the drawing board, or should I say in today's game, the Surface tablet after this drive. 3 plays, they go backwards. They will look like they've gotten something going right there, but they'll have to punt the football away to end this one.
And he's loose again. Touchdown, Falcons. And a touchdown there to help them expand the lead.
All you're looking for is as much separation between you and the other team as possible. They've got to feel good about what that touchdown gives them.
And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for 2?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
Off the play fake, Love. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10.
Check safety, check safety. Check.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A big play there in the final seconds of the first half as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. So the Falcons again going for the 2-point conversion. And that time he came out of the slot for that big play downfield for the score.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was what we call scheming a guy open. Put him in the slot, know that he has tremendous speed. What you're doing with your other receivers is likely running shorter routes to draw the attention closer to the line of scrimmage, to give him a chance to get downfield and turn it into a one-on-one route, often against the safety. You like your odds when he's running against the safety. His speed usually wins, and it did on that play.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Final play of the half. Love. Throw left side complete. That's Adams. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. This fourth and final matchup on this Divisional Round weekend. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look back to Saturday's NFC Divisional Round game. And it's the Tampa Bay Buccaneers who are moving on as they eliminate the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, in our game, we're set up for a terrific second half. So to find out who will advance to the NFC title game, let's send it back out to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Here comes. Comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys.
That's caught inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A big play there. 81 yards. As his guys continue to pour it on. Here we go now as they will again try for 2.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Mike 96, Mike 96.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
Well, we got beefeaters licking their chops. And there he goes again. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. An impressive 75-yard punt return. And this offense continues to pour it on. And that score gives them a little more separation and a bigger lead.
A little more of a comfort zone now. They can do more things defensively, maybe take a few more gambles as they try to continue to extend their lead.
And now once again, they'll line up to go for 2. They'll try and run it here. And he will not make it to the goal line as this try for 2 is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long. Well, we know he has home run hitting ability in the punt return department, and he showcases it there all the way back for 6. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. And this is going to be incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time. See if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want. This is caught inside the 15. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A big play there. 53 yards. And the Falcons add on.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Here come the Falcons now as they will again line up and go for 2. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, partner, since this new two-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded inside the 5. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. Shotgun now for Rodgers.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On second down, it's Jones. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Finds the open target, Arnold. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 63 yards receiving for him now, and that last catch good enough for a first down. To throw is Rodgers. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Arnold. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. Now he's forced out left. He'll try and run it. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 22-yard line. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him the first.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
On first down, Rodgers got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. He had 5 catches in the wild card win, and that's his 5th here, and it's good for a first down. On the delay, Jones. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Again, it's Jones. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. To throw on 3rd down, Rodgers. And they're going to get it. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the right hash, this from 33. And his kick is indeed good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
A lane opens here. He's past the 30. Room to run at the 50. Still going inside the 30. And they are not going to catch him. He's in.
Again, helping partner, I get fired up. 2 kickoff returns for touchdowns in the same game. This is fun to watch.
Yeah, we call a lot of games in a lot of different places. Sometimes it seems like we do it simultaneously, but we rarely get to see this. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And they're just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team.
first and 10. Here's Rodgers. Throwing right, and that's complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. So first and 10 now from the 30. Working from the gun. Rodgers. Over the middle, complete. That's Arnold. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
Well, that was an interesting little chess match there because the offense went empty set. No running backs in the backfield, so they're trying to get people out into a route pretty quickly. But guess what? The defense sees that. They go ahead and move themselves into a blitzing situation and come right after the quarterback. They had more guys there than they could block. Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A big play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Falcons continue to pour it on. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive. Missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the posts. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore. And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
That's taken on the 25. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. An impressive 75-yard punt return. And this offense is running away with this one. So the Falcons again going for the 2-point conversion. They're going to try and run. And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. Rodgers now on 1st down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Falcons grab it. And now the rookie's free. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. So a great play there by the defense. If these guys are going to advance, and it looks like they will, this defense a big reason why.
And they love carrying the mantle for this team, don't they? You see the way that they move around out there? They want to lead this team deeper into the playoffs and hopefully onto the Super Bowl.
And that return for a touchdown certainly helps that cause. They'll try and run it up the middle. And they're just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team.
Come on, guys, let's go.
They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in second and long yardage.
By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. So now the Packers turn things over to the special teams crew. They're on for the field goal try. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Shut him down. Let's do this.
So another long try for 3 and another kick that comes up lacking.
Yeah, this isn't going to do any wonders for his field goal percentage, but you have to figure as a head coach that when you send a guy out there to try and kick from that distance, it's a 50-50 proposition at best.
This is caught, and he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A big play there. 55 yards as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Well, after another passing touchdown, I don't think it'd be an understatement to say that he's in the zone, and I believe he likes it.
There we go now as they will again try for 2. They're going to keep it on the ground. And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You know, always feel like you want to get in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, though.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right? Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. And the Falcons say they have it, they do. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you, all right? So if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
He'll run it. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. How about that? Their quarterback with now his second touchdown of this third quarter. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Apparently the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rush in the regular season. Got his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him. And he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main guy.
And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. Rodgers now on first down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yard. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. And there they bring pressure from the inside, and they get home.
Yeah, hard to block everyone, isn't it? And on this play, someone did not get blocked. He's the one who got home.
Here's J.K. Scott now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is taken around the 12. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are...
He's got a man complete. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A big play there. 79 yards as his guys continue to pour it on.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
And now once again, they'll line up to go for 2. They'll try and run it here. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for 2?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. It's a foot race. 20, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Now the Falcons will bring the offense back out, and they'll go for two. They're going to try and run. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Well, partner, since this new two-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
On second down, it's Jones. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The first down line at the 34 here on third down. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Man open. It's St. Brown. He's got it.
And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Jones. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. So now the Packers turn things over to the special teams crew. They're on for the field goal try. And this one is right through. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here.
And it would appear that that first-round bye certainly helped. They've looked fresh from the start and no letdown here as they lead big in this divisional round, and they look to...
This is caught inside the 15. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A big play there. 70 yards.
yards. And this offense continues to pour it on.
Well, this is really simple. Let's just say it. This quarterback is on fire. Touchdown after touchdown throwing the football. What a day for him.
Here come the Falcons now as they will again line up and go for 2. They'll try and run it up the middle. And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Packers offense set to go. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. From the gun, Rodgers throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Rodgers. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Rodgers. And that is incomplete. As this one moves towards its conclusion, another incomplete pass there. Thoughts on the secondary? I mean, seem to be pretty effective in this one.
Yeah, I thought that they've been absolutely outstanding. I mean, their job is to prevent touchdowns, and not a single touchdown is going on the board against them. Of course, they want to make it a total shutout, but hey, if you don't give up touchdowns, you got a heck of a chance to win.
And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. He goes 67 yards on the punt return. And the Falcons add on. So the Falcons again going for the 2-point conversion. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for 2?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure. In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Now Rodgers throwing on 1st down. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. The first carry for Patrick DeMarco. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. From the gun, Rodgers, and that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Well, the fans should be applauding this defense right now. It's an excellent job. They force a 3 and out, and they should be able to set up their guys with great field position, probably near midfield or better.
And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. 51 yards there on the return punt. And the Falcons continue to pour it on. There we go now as they will again try for 2. They'll try and run it here. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
Well, partner, since this new 2-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. Rodgers on 1st and 10. And the ball is knocked out, and the Falcons grab it. There he goes, right side. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. So a great play there by the defense. If these guys are going to advance, and it looks like they will, this defense a big reason why.
And they love carrying the mantle for this team, don't they? You see the way that they move around out there? They want to lead this team deeper into the playoffs and hopefully onto the Super Bowl.
And that return for a touchdown certainly helps that cause. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Ooh, a little cruel here. They're going to go for the onside kick up big. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team.
Yeah, we dominate today.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Rodgers. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
But sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. So out comes the field goal team once more. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. The Falcons offense set to go. They have all but booked their ticket to the NFC Championship game next weekend, and they'll look to finish things off here now in this 4th quarter. So the troubles continue to mount in the kicking game now, his 3rd miss.
It is so hard being a kicker and having to come back to the sidelines knowing you let your team down. But you got to find a way to fight through it because you never know. Your next kick could be one to win a ball game.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And this offense is running away with this one. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead.
All right, partner, one more time. Our whole lives, you put the ball on the 3-yard line, kick the extra point. 2015, they put it on the 15 to kick the extra point. 2016, they said, we're leaving it there. So if you want to fake it, that's a long way to go. And they got it done.
I was going to say, they had a 15-yard play in their back pocket.
You don't see that on too many play sheets, do you?
No.
This is it. Here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Get 300.
To throw is Rodgers. On first down. Caught on the right side by Jones. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. From the gun, Rodgers. Now he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a 1st down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
That'll go for only 17 yards on the punt. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? The big fella! He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out-leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Oh, this is a touch cruel here. They've got the big lead. Now they're going for the jugular with the onside kick. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From midfield, here's Rodgers. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Arnold. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. From the gun, Rodgers. Man open, that's Juwan Winfrey. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well.
Let's go. Let's go.
Operating from the gun, Rodgers. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete passer we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
Rodgers now to throw on 3rd down. Does the big boy have the juice? The 20, 10, 5, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
They'll look to throw, and unable to connect. They don't get the two-point conversion here. So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for two?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
Let's go, defense.
Now Rodgers to try again after the pick six. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Throwing again. Rodgers over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
It really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. A spin. 20. Now the Atlanta Falcons are in for the touchdown. And now once again, they'll line up to go for two. They're going to try and run. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for two more. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. Now this will make it into the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. They knew this would be tough on the road divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this 4th quarter. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers.
He's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Rodgers on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete as well. I don't know. He had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
The mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And this offense, they've got it set up on the silver platter. 1st and goal inside the 10. So out come the Falcons now. The outcome of this one,
Well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
No, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out, and no one wants to go back to those men.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Well, Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground. 2nd and 13. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Their mobile quarterback saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game as his guys continue to pour it on.
Defensively by now, you know his ability. You know he has it in him to take off and run.
Yeah, because they knew coming into this game, but we've already seen examples in this contest that he can run the football.
I think they're going to examine different ways to rush him now. Are they going to do it with different lanes? Are they going to use a spy? But they have to come up with options because right now, he's hurting them.
And he will not make it to the goal line as his try for 2 is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long. Oh, the Falcons got it. Yep, Atlanta football. Well, there you go. Just your everyday leading big, and you onside kick it with a lead. They got it. I mean, it worked, but interesting call.
I think because they have such a margin, they feel a little bit bolder about what they're doing. And it's not only just to try and increase their lead, but that's their way of saying we're in full control of this game, and we can kind of do what we want.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Looking deep downfield. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. A big play there. 47 yards. And this offense continues to pour it on. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. Here come the Falcons now as they will again line up and go for 2. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
Well, partner, since this new 2-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up. But you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. And wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the gun, Rodgers. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the 4th quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance where they took control.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there. 57 yards. And the Falcons add on.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
So the Falcons again going for the 2-point conversion. They're going to keep it on the ground. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
Well, they couldn't be happy that they were having to stop a 2-point conversion because that means they gave up a touchdown. But a little solace there. You saw some good gang tackling, stacking him up before he can get to the end zone.
We talk about offensive units putting in more 2-point period sessions in practice. Defensively, do you do the same?
Absolutely. You have to, because you never know how aggressive these offenses are going to be in games nowadays.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. You took the words right out of my mouth. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. And the offense does cover this one, but back inside their own 5-yard line. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long. They'll run it with Jones. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
They knew they were going to have great field position, went all out, got a little too aggressive.
And you have to understand your angles. They're cut down when they're that backed up. You've got to be careful going after him.
Here's Rodgers throwing on 1st down. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. So a great play there by the defense. If these guys are going to advance, and it looks like they will, this defense a big reason why.
And they love carrying the mantle for this team, don't they? You see the way that they move around out there? They want to lead this team deeper into the playoffs and hopefully onto the Super Bowl.
And that return for a touchdown certainly helps that cause. The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. They'll try and run it here. And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
To throw is Rodgers on 1st and 10. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again, Rodgers. And this one incomplete.
too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Let's take it inside his own 40.
Oh, my goodness.
And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. He returns the punt 61 yards. And the Falcons continue to pour it on. They will again try for 2. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here's Rodgers on first down. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Again, he was looking for Devontae Adams, and it's third down. Operating from the gun, Rodgers, and that will be incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. The Falcons ready to take over. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
Slant to Adams. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. To throw again on second down. Rodgers. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
It's caught. Jones.
And he is going to have a Packers first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. Rodgers now from the gun. He'll throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Throwing again. Rodgers. He'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Rodgers to throw once more. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
They had enough yards for the first down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free. No first down.
This is taken at the 23. And he's loose again.
Do what we do.
And they're going to finish this one off strong. It's a return touchdown to add on to their lead in the final stages. And another touchdown, maybe rubbing it in a little here. That post-game handshake between coaches might be tense.
Yeah, I would say it will be a little bit tense, but you have to look at it from the side of the victor. They're in a tight battle. They may need those points in case of a tiebreaker at the end of the year.
And now once again, they'll line up to go for 2. They're going to try and run. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. Taking it about the 1. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Rodgers. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 13 yards, first down Packers. Rodgers again now. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 38. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, they certainly have the look of a team with something to prove, don't they? All week, as we prepared for this game, we kept reading about how they said they're going to play a full 60 minutes this week. Has nothing to do with their opponent. No disrespect intended, but they wanted to be people of their word, playing this thing all the way out, trying to finish it strong.
Here come the Falcons now as they will again line up and go for 2. They're going to keep it on the ground. And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 45. And he will be out of bounds here with zeros on the clock as this ball game is over. The Falcons are moving on. Congratulations to them. Thanks for watching, and so long, everybody. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Falcons here as we say so long from Atlanta.